Okay, y'all, welcome to my new series, Speaking on Sports. So in this series, we're just gonna talk about sports and, little signings, transactions, trades, stuff like that. It could be any sport, baseball, to soccer, to freaking football, and to basketball. And today, we're gonna talk about basketball, okay? So a big trade just happened, okay? So the Spurs and the freaking Raptors just made a big trade, a blockbuster. Freaking Spurs, they get DeMar DeRozan and Jakob Poeltl and a 2019 first round pick, and the Raptors receive Kawhi Leonard and Danny Green. Now, let me talk from both sides. So let's talk from the Spurs side first. We about to hear the Spurs side of things. I think this is a good trade for them. I mean, they're losing a lot, obviously. Losing Kawhi, MVP caliber player, freaking franchise player. Like, that's a big loss. There's no way you can truly replace that. But getting DeMar DeRozan back, it's not too bad. DeMar DeRozan, we've seen time and time again, he's an all-star caliber player. He's capable of taking his team to the playoffs, along with some help. And my only concern about DeMar is he's very consistent when it comes to the playoffs. Like, every time he faced LeBron, he always disappeared. Except that one time when they went to 7 games, you remember that? That was like the only time where it seemed like they were able to go over the hump. But that was one time. Now, every time since, it's just been LeBron sweep, lose in the second round over and over again. He just never seemed to be that player who could really elevate your team to the next level, And maybe with Popovich's tutelage and his coaching, maybe he could bring him to that next level. I mean, Popovich, he could really make anyone good. I mean, he led the freaking Spurs this year to the 7th seed. They didn't even have their star player. It was a bunch of role players and veterans, and they made it. I mean, Dejounte Murray, young point guard, he brought up. Maybe he was their leader or something. But they didn't have a star, and they still made it to the playoffs. So I think Popovich could literally just bring any team to the playoffs. And adding an all-star player, it can make them good. But we never seen DeMar in the West. He's always been in the East. The East is a bit easier than the West. And him being in the West now, it's going to be tougher. It's going to be the toughest challenge of his career. We're really going to see what DeMar is made of in this upcoming season. But I don't know. Have y'all seen his Instagram? He deleted all his posts and stuff, and he's acting all sad and stuff. Like, god damn, I don't know about his mentality right now. Like, he looking like me after my crush don't text me back for the 5th time. Like, man, he looks sad. Like, especially when he posted on his Instagram story. Oh man, he looks sad, but hopefully he can get over that mental barrier that he's going through right now and become a good player on the Spurs, because I know he can. With Popovich, pretty much anyone can become a great player. Okay, the Raptors side of things. We about to hear the Raptors side of things. Man, this trade is a huge risk for them. A huge risk. Because you just gave up your franchise player, a future first rounder, and Jakob Poeltl. But you gave all that up for this man who doesn't even want to play for you. And it's like, what do you do now, I know that they should be thinking about like building their team around him and stuff, but really their main concern should be trying to get his ass to play and maybe to resign with them. Because he doesn't even want to play for them. That tweet came out and said he has no desire to play for them. That should be their main concern right now. Be like, Kawhi, bro, we in the East. The East, its strength has waned ever since LeBron left. You could be the leader of your own team, not riding in LeBron's coattails in LA, and you could be able to win a chip maybe with the Raptors. I mean, you ain't get past the Warriors, but you might get through the East, And goddamn, they need to get him to play. And if he is bitching and moaning again and he just decides to sit out, the league has to take action. I mean, a player can't just stop playing because they don't want to play for the team they're on. I mean, he got traded to them. He had no say in the matter, man. It was a trade. It's the team's choice, and they chose to trade him to the Raptors. Why would you trade him in the West? Make your conference stronger. It makes sense. It's a smart trade for the Spurs. But if Kawhi is able to freaking put his ego aside and just play well for the Raptors, I think they have a chance of being great. Because they still got like a young little team, and they got Kyle Lowry, an all-star caliber, point guard, and even the OG Anunoby, he looks pretty cool. Like, he looks looks like he could be good. And Fred VanVleet coming off the bench. Those are some solid pieces for a good team. Just build around that. And, you know, you could make it to the conference finals maybe, you know. But, you know, their main concern is trying to get Kawhi's whining ass to play for them. That should be their main concern. We about to hear the conclusion. What, y'all just thought I was gonna end the video like that? Hell no! My thoughts on the DeMar DeRozan Kawhi Leonard trade. The Spurs won, kinda, I guess. It just depends on Kawhi. The Raptors would have definitely won if Kawhi decides to play this year. But he might not. I mean, with the way he's been bitching and moaning lately, it really doesn't seem that way. But if he does, Raptors won. But if it turns out he just sits out a whole entire season, Spurs, they got the better end of this. So yeah, this is my first episode of Speaking on Sports. Thank you for watching to the end, and I'll see you later, y'all. Thank you for watching, man. If you made it to the end of this video, I really don't know how you do. This video was hella long, but thank you for making it to the end. My next video coming out soon. Stay tuned, y'all. Peace.